2 men enter, 1 man leaves. And you're noticing all the sacks on the ground. This is all the people I've killed.
Competitors are ready! Let the fight begin!
Here we go. So combat is very, very button mashy. And when you can just outclass them...
Nobody's left twitching out there?
Nope.
Good.
How's it going, guys? John here from the Killer Bits, and today I'm stealing myself away to check out 7, The Days Long Gone by IMGN.PRO and Fools Theory. I keep having to correct myself and not say IGN. Yeah, this is a new game, came out a couple of days ago, and this is well, I'd say it's a stealth action RPG. Think Diablo meets Borderlands meets Fallout, but with a little bit of stealth mechanics in there. You'll see as we dive into it. Now, I've spent about 6 or 7 hours in this already, and I'm still only at the early stages. This is still very much a first impressions because this game's kind of vast. We will dive into options initially. So this is done in the Unreal Engine, so we've got a reasonable selection of settings here. I've turned off ambient occlusion and stuff like that, just so it looks hopefully a bit cleaner on YouTube's compression. And we've also got in here, you can cap the frame rate. Subtitles are on because there is a lot of dialogue. As we can see here in the audio, we've got voice acting. The world building in this game is fantastic, especially down to the writing and the voice acting. The voice acting is kind of comical because we're all thieves, we're all prisoners on an island, and everybody sounds like they're from the East End of London, and they're you know, typical villains. They all sound like Danny Dyer out of EastEnders or something like that. But never mind. Controls. This is on PC. And it works pretty damn well on both keyboard and mouse and gamepad. I've done like 3 or 4 hours on gamepad and 3 or 4 on keyboard and mouse. Not a lot of difference between the two. I will say the combat feels a little more geared towards gamepad. Mainly because there's a lot of kind of radial menus for selecting stuff. But regardless, we'll dive in and I can show you where we are, and I can greet you to the prison island of Pe. Yeah, it's a very strange name. It's just, it's pronounced Pe. It's not Pay or anything like that. It's odd. So we play as a thief. We play as a character called Teriel, and we've been nabbed after trying to steal an ancient artifact from a wealthy mansion in this post-apocalyptic world. So this is our character, and like any good RPG, you can play dress up in this. So if we look in the inventory, there's lots of crafting, there's a skill tree I've barely touched. Like I said, 6 or 7 hours in, and this is as far as I've got on the skill tree. Lots of inventory management type stuff, and we can play dress up. So what have I got? I've got some bandit armor. Yeah, we'll equip that so you can see. We can change the look of our character, and even in the dialogue boxes, the very small character model you see changes as well, depending on what hat or mask or whatever we've got on. But we'll have a fancy coat, and we can see here journal. There's a bunch of side missions. This is a typical RPG. Lots of side missions. Though we have got one main mission to travel to Mortbane, because the demon in our head has told us to. Yes, this is post-apocalyptic, and we've got a cyber demon kind of... We're hosting him. It's very confusing, but this, as I said, is the island of Pay, and it's quite big. I spent, a good 3-4 hours just going around the basic town here. Because there's a lot of stuff, a lot of people to talk to, lots of stuff to loot, and I've stalled long enough. Let's get into this. So when you first get dropped onto the island, I mean, there is like a almost tutorial level, which is breaking into a mansion, which, spoilers, doesn't go to plan. We end up here on the prison island of Pei, and our companion Artiak has told us we have to go and find his contact in Mortbane. But at first we get dumped into this little town. This is like the opening area with lots of merchants. Even though this is a prison, this is just like a bustling island, really. And there's lots of side missions, but there's lots of guards. There's restricted areas like this one over here. I mean, I'm not sure I can jump the fence there, but I can jump a bit further on. Let's climb up here. So there's sections of this feels almost Assassin's Creed-y. There's lots of verticality to these buildings. I mean, we'd probably be able to get onto the roof of this. There you go. So we can see a little bit of the town here. And like I said, this is just the starter town. But we're quite free to wander around here. Though, like I said, it is a prison. And if we go into restricted areas, you saw there in the mini-map, things kick off. If we're caught in this area, then the guards get rather unhappy. And we'll do a quick save, because I'm anticipating things going badly wrong. I mean, we shouldn't really be here. Though, that said, there is something in this building. I mean, you can see on the mini-map, there is what looks like a chip of some sort. That is a skill upgrade. And like I said, I've not done a lot with the skill tree. I want to try and position myself so I can actually get a stealth kill. Now, this is my major bugbear with the game. For it being a sneaky, stabby type game, the stealth kills, the backstabs and the drop kills don't particularly work. The idea is you creep up behind somebody, press attack, and it auto-does it. But in fact, all it does is you draw your weapons and then they're alerted and things go badly wrong. So come on. Walk over here. To the door, come on. Let's see if I can drop on your head. Because theoretically, according to the tutorials here, lots of tutorials. So attacks, it says here, backstabs and drop kills. So on gamepad, it's the right bumper is the main attack button, but on keyboard and mouse, as you can see, it is the left mouse button. And it says for drop kills, powerful assassination techniques performed in air on both humanoids and monsters. To perform a drop kill, press while above the enemy. So whether we can get this to work, I don't know. You're too quick. Can I drop? Let's see if I can drop here, out of his view. I want to break into this place, you see. See if we can sneak up behind him. And... finally, I've got one! Though he was too strong for me. Oh no, he's not dead! He's not quite dead! Let's see if we can hide in this bush. None of his friends saw me. Okay, so it did kind of work out. Though we're going to have to get up there again without that guy seeing us. And it looks like somebody else just walked up the stairs over there. So this is another bugbear I have with it. For it being a stealth game, it's very difficult to see the guards' patrols. Because it seems to random up. They also seem to stumble over objects. And look, he's going up there now. He's never done that before. So, like I said, let's have a look in his body. We're going to take his Uriat. That's the currency in this game. So we'll take that. Also a level 3 keycard. Yeah, that'll do. Standard and energy rifle. Ooh. I've not had a rifle yet. And do we take the Technomagi gear? We can maybe disguise ourselves, but it's very, very heavy, and if it doesn't work, it may be a waste. Let's skip that. We'll just take that. Also, I've got no idea why he's carrying a grub on him. Okay, let's leave. Hopefully we can sneak our way around here without anybody seeing us. Okay, we're good. Okay. Right, we should be able to get in here without anyone bothering us. No, even though we have that key card, we can't pick this lock. Okay, fine. Anyway, this is the town, and as you'd expect in a town like this, there is lots to see and do, lots of vendors, and we got stuff like this. This is the crafting station over here, which involves doing a mini mission, collecting, you know, it's the typical, you know, collect 10 rats for the merchant to actually open this up. And in fact, it's finding stuff like magnets and rivets and things like that to get this to open up. And in here we can, well, as you'd imagine, craft stuff. So I'm still chasing this because I'm favouring daggers. I am a thief after all. So for this we need metal plates and wires, which I don't know if there's any knocking around. But we can basically break down stuff. We find any kind of trash item, so let's see if we can find some junk. The flints. We can break them down into basic mineral components. So we can do that with the push of a button. And then that will boost that up. Also, what else we got? Well, I can actually show you what's going on in our inventory. So we've got, you know, our weapons. We've got two... Why did I pick up a second one? Oh, I was going to sell it, that's why, because it's worth 90 coin. But I will say this, the vendors never have enough money on them. So we need to find a very high-priced vendor, otherwise they're not going to give us anything, because I can show you that if we go to this guy, we can actually see his wares. And I think I've exhausted his wallet. Let's see your wares.
I'd like to look at your wares, unless that's too much bother.
You're always welcome here, my friend. Please, just try not to use my baby so much that it breaks again, alright?
And yeah, look, down here, 0. Because I dumped a load of crap on him. You know, it's like selling him odd bricks and broken light bulbs just to get it out of my inventory. This was before I could use the crafting station, so... Yeah. But that said, we are up to 303. That does mean we can buy a new visa. So, we're going to go bye. Yeah, bye. So, like I said, I did show you the map. The map is quite vast. And we're still just kind of in this early area here. Yes, there's different factions. These are the biomancers, which are like the priest kind of characters you get in your typical RPG games, you know, the holy characters, but this being post-apocalyptic and or a little bit cyber, they're in charge of, you know, alchemy. We can possibly make some vials. No, we need a particular drug for that. Though we can mix up some energy. So that's going to use polymers, techno-base, and ionic liquid. And it's going to cost us 5 of our coin. No, I'll forget that. We don't need the energy. If we can make health, I'll make health potions, but other than that, I'm ignoring you. We can loot stuff. No, I've already looted that. Yeah, fine. Let's venture further out into the world, and we can maybe find some of the side mission type stuff. Oh, I can take you to a fight in the Thunderdome. Let's do that. So there's vendors all over the place. This guy. No, both Bother and Merc. No.
Good day.
Have you still got money?
I'd like to...
You have 24. So like I said, something like this. The energy gun. It's going to cost 90. If we select it and try and put it in. No, he's only going to pay us 24 of 90. So it's very difficult to make cash from the stuff you pick up. And there is a ton of stuff to pick up. I mean, I've still got dead bodies lying around, which I haven't looted because I haven't got enough room in my backpack, and there's no point picking it up because it's, you know, we're not going to be able to sell it because all the merchants, I've exhausted their wallets. So this is further out into the world where they're just casually disposing of infected prisoners. Tech rot has swept through this area, and as you can see there on the ground, it's saying about Visa Zone 2. So if you look next to the mini-map, you can see 01, 02, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is greyed out. So the way the map is divided up is into different sections. And this next area, I'm pretty sure, is a level 3. Though we did need about 250 cash. So open it up, and also you're seeing these sacks knocking around. This is just dead bodies. I haven't looted because, like I said, there's no point because I'm not going to get any cash for this lot because no vendors have enough money here. But over here is a level 3, which I think is leading to where we need to go.
This Visa provision machine is at your service. Do you wish to purchase a Visa pill?
Yeah, so visas in this world are bio-enhanced pills. Let's buy one, 250.
Thank you for your purchase.
Can't believe I'm paying for these things. Feels dirty.
And this is why I say everybody sounds like Danny Dyer or something like that. So now we can go through this zone. Try not to bother the guards. Though I did say I was going to show you the Thunderdome first, and that will give us a bit of quick cash as well. Now I can show you the combat. So I think it was over this way. To the Thunderdome. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves. 2 men enter. So we need to go.
Remember, fight fans, if you fall into the arena, this qualifies as an entry, and you will have to take part.
So yeah, if we had accidentally fallen, there we go.
Up the courage to enter the birdcage now.
I want to
I'm ready
fight.
to fight.
Back for more. You must really have a thirst for blood and all right. Which fight do you want to tackle this time?
Let's keep it simple. Let's just do a one-on-one.
Take on another combatant in a one-on-one fight.
Thanks. Prepare yourself. The fight's about to start. Remember, fight fans.
So like I said, 2 men enter, 1 man leaves. And you're noticing all the sacks on the ground. This is all the people I've killed.
Competitors are ready. Let the fight begin.
Here we go. So combat is very, very button mashy. And when you can just outclass them by just...
Nobody's left twitching out there.
Nope.
Good. Then we have...
And he has no cash on him. Oh, a thug helmet. That is significantly better than ours. It's down in speed, but there's a lot of armor there. Do we want speed or armor? We'll take it. We'll take it. And it's quite heavy. I'm up to 79 of my 85 weight capacity. And do we want the ape meat? Probably not.
Fight fans. Give
No, I didn't mean to do that. Go on then. There we go. And we're going to collect our $10 for winning the fight. And we can put on our fancy hat as well. Actually, we'll do that. So, obviously, at the moment, I'm wearing this hat. You saw that in the conversation. But if we equip our new helmet... Obviously, it changes our character image there, and it should also change this.
Don't get cocky. You fought well, but your technique was sloppy.
How was it sloppy? I beat him to a pulp.
As promised.
Goodbye.
Perhaps another time.
There you go. His portrait has changed.
I'll be waiting here if you change your mind.
I think that was... I accidentally pressed F. So F is our kind of blink ability, which allows us to dash, like so. though I don't use it a lot. I've only used it to jump across small gaps. And I think there may be a side mission over here. There's like a gang that are trying to break into a safe down there, if I can remember right. Yeah, you can just see they're trying to break into a safe down there, but I don't want to deal with that. I did notice some weird kind of spider-infested houses. Now I'm going to avoid the techno crabs that spit goop. So this is where I say it's got almost a Borderlands meets Fallout feel to it. So I mean, the Borderlands you can see a little from the kind of the slight cell shading for all the characters and the objects and things like that. Also, there's the vast amount of loot there is to pick up. But Fallout, I mean, there's weird mutant creatures out here. Tech type stuff. Also, there's spider-infested houses, like I said. And I've no idea why it suddenly goes, like, Instagram filter at that point. But, yes, this was it. Just wandering around, I met this woman. She said she's got a mission for us.
What's wrong with you?
My sister, Lucille, she's trapped in this hut. There are traps everywhere set by her abusive bastard of a husband. Please, can you free her? I can pay you.
Go on then, I'll help.
What I can do.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Please, try to get her out safely.
Right, so this should be relatively easy. Because, I mean, we can use our spidey sense. So if I hit Q, we've got like a thief sense thing. We can see there's traps all there. We can't rotate the camera in sense mode. We can do it if we do this. Let's see if there's any more. Yeah, I think that's all of them. So we should be able to sneak up to them and disarm. There we go. Yeah, we're just going to drill the landmine. Go on, disarm it. There we go. Eventually. Normally, it only takes one turn to disarm a mine. These may be slightly higher level, or it might be bugging. If this takes 3 times again. Oh, we're at a weight capacity. Can we dump any stuff? Let's see if we can dump it in this barrel. Yes. It may be because we've got traps equipped. Yeah, because look, we're at 85 of 85. Let me escape out of this. No, resume. And go into our inventory. Yeah, we've got traps. Shredder traps. So if we unequip that, and then we should have access in our inventory. There we go. Yes. Let's highlight that and transfer across. Yeah, that's reduced our inventory weight, so we just won't have any traps on us. We'll pick up a few here anyway. Go on. No, I want to disarm the trap. There we go, right in front of the door. Go on. Yeah. I don't know how you disarm a trap with a power drill, but evidently it works for this guy. I just want to make sure that we've got a nice clear path. Oh, that one only took. I think that may be a smoke trap or... it can't be a shredder trap. Anyway, so obviously we've been using our drill to disarm traps, but we can do it to doors, or we can do the Fallout thing of get the bobby pins out and do a little bit of lock picking. And I'm waiting for a click. Where's the click? Ooh, listen carefully. There is a very slight click, so we should be able to... There we go. Right, be prepared for an abusive husband in here.
Give me strength. He's back already.
Let's pick this one as well. We've got lots of lock picks, so I'm reasonably happy using these for this job. Where is it? Where is it? There.
Please, Drogon, let him be so drunk he can't stand.
I'm here to rescue you.
Did Diago send you? Just leave me alone.
I'm not here to hurt you. Your sister sent me to break you out.
Really? Lily is here. She thinks I need to run away, doesn't she? All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I need your help, though, stranger. Can you disarm the traps? They're everywhere.
Well, I disarmed a load already. There's also a glowing bag up here, so I'm guessing there's treasure. Ooh, we'll loot that. What's that? Immobilization trap, yes. Lockpicks. Oh, there we go. So we've spent 2 and we'll pick up 2. And what's a sapping dart? Whatever it is, we're taking it. So presumably we need to disarm the rest of them. Also, is that a desk we can search? Loot. Meet me and the boys above the cliffs canteen. There is some business we need to talk about. Nice woman you got yourself up, by the way. I wonder if later I could play with her too. Ooh, creepy. Okay. Let's do the rest of these traps, and presumably she'll leave then. Go on. That one only takes 1. These take 3, don't they? Yeah. Come on.
Lucille! It's your sister! It's
Oh,
safe
my
to come
dear
out
sister.
now, I promise!
I've missed you so much.
Okay.
Oh, my dear sister.
That's it. Just walk across the landmine right in front of me. Come on. Last one. Right. Oh, and we're at weight again. Okay. We'll take the cash. It doesn't weigh anything. Explosive dart? Yeah, okay. And more shredder traps. Okay, let's dump a few off. So let's say get rid of 5. Yeah. And we're below weight now. Yeah, that works for me. You're going to give me...
Thank you, friend. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I don't have much, but please, take this outright.
Oh, should we be magnanimous? You owe me nothing.
Don't worry about any reward. Besides, it was good practice.
Oh, you kind, kind soul. I wish there were more in pair as selfless as you.
I know it looked bad, but he ain't always a bad person, you know.
That's enough, Lucille. You've put up with this dog for long enough. He don't love you. And you sure as Drogon is Emperor don't need him. I'm taking you away where he'll never find us.
You're right.
Okay, let's get through this. So, they keep going on about Drogon. He's the, well, as it said, the Emperor here. And, it's, the Emperor kind of feels like the Emperor out of Warhammer 40k. It's this, like I said, we are in this post-apoc world. It is kind of a little bit cyberpunkish. Also, I'm heading back. I don't want to go into the spider's nest, really. But it might be worth heading back in this direction. If we can make it up there. There we go. Yes, we've been past this bit. That was where they were trying to break into a safe. So we can go this way and head back to the visa station and go to where the mission is sending us. So like I said, I've barely scratched the surface. 6, 7 hours, whatever it is, I'm into it so far. And I'm still in kind of, level 2 essentially, because we've not gotten to the 3rd section. But the game is pretty, I wouldn't say deep. There's a lot to do. It's like a typical RPG. There's tons and tons of side quests and lots of kind of flavor type stuff in there, with the fact that, you got all these side missions. I mean, I don't think I think it's the purple town to the east. Let me have a look at the map. Yeah, because this is glowing yellow. We are here. There's something valuable over there, apparently. Got a quest marker. Well, let's head for the quest marker in this town. So we need to go north and then east along this path bit, it looks like. We'll go through the bubble dome. Yes, just people casually being hung. Remember, we are in a prison. Also, I'm noticing... So obviously the red bar below is our health, and I think... Yeah, passing through this barrier has drained our energy. So hopefully we don't need energy for anything in this section. I don't know. This just looks like a guard post. I mean, if we were to step into the red, then they get rather angry. I can show you. Like, all the alarms go off. No, you didn't see. Look, if I do this. Yeah. Irate. Run away, run away, run away. So, one-on-one fights you saw are relatively straightforward. As long as they're not too overpowered, you can kind of corner them and just beat on them. But if you get surrounded by a bunch of people, even if they're only a little bit stronger than you, or, you know, same level, you've got no chance. You are kind of squishy. Well, I mean, we're a thief after all. Wear a gas mask. Well, thankfully I did pick one up. Ooh, cutscene.
Why would anyone willingly live in an awful place like this?
Mortbane, a small town swamped by toxic gas.
Look, down there. The biomancers have cordoned off those two buildings. One looks like the Biomancer Chapel. The other I cannot determine, but it must be significant for it to be guarded. This is where Savash was last seen. I'm sure his disappearance and these incidents are related.
So, like I said, this is the demon that's hitching a ride in our head. And is basically giving us this mission to go and find this contact of his. So, well, let's head down.
The elevator has been disabled. We'll need to find a different way into Mortbane.
Well, conveniently, this looks like a zip line to me. So, actually, before we get down there, and before we get affected by the poison, let us grab our... Okay, we've only worn our fancy thug helmet for a little while, but we've got a gas mask here. We were told to grab one of these from one of the merchants, so we should be all set now, yeah. Looking very cyberpunk. Let's head down. Whee! Oh, and you've got a question mark.
Please tell me someone pointed you to me because you know where Mayor Hucknall is.
I don't. Is he missing or something?
Sheriff Whitaker's the name. I'm the law in this town.
I'm the law around here, boy.
Too far this time. The biomancers are sniffing around for him, but we got our own justice in mind. I already searched his house. Found nothing. But you're welcome to have a look as well if you can get past the leeches.
Tell me about Mortbane.
It ain't fog, it's gas. It cultivates the biomancer's plantations. The seeds are used to make folk all docile. The leeches brought the damn paper lungs in to farm the fields, but we don't need or want them here.
What the hell's a paper lung? Why are you green?
I can't help but notice you're a little... green. Why is that?
My people have lived in this town for decades, long before the humans came. We're immune to the Zurine gas, because we've embraced it.
Okay, well, I'll be going. I'm not taking my mask off.
Don't go causing any trouble outside, eh? Got my eye on you.
Just the one. So now we need to... we've got our Sheriff Codec, Burden of Leadership. Updated Burden of Leadership, yeah. So let's have a look at our journal. Investigate Mortbane, search the destroyed church, search destroyed house. Find Mayor Hucknall. Forging the Crucible. Oh, somebody gave us a letter saying we can take on stronger fights outside the Thunderdome bit, the bird cage. So let's go and have a wander around. We haven't got any space in our inventory, so there's no point searching all these bits and pieces. Oh no. Another staircase, fine. Ooh, prison. Anybody in the prison cells? Doesn't look like it. Oh, there's some bones. Somebody died in there. Fair enough.
We just want to visit the chapel gardens, Father, to complete our pilgrimage.
I understand, child. But unfortunately, Mortbane Chapel is closed until further notice.
Closed? For how long? We've come a long way.
Do not question Drugan's decree. A blasphemous act has been committed. Our sacred chapel was attacked.
If you wish to help, please find the man.
Okay.
We believe...
Like I said, there's a fair bit of kind of world building just in the kind of the writing and all kind of the side dialogue type stuff, which I really like. I mean, this seems like a reasonable place to wind it up. I mean, we've got into a new area. So, I mean, my initial thoughts are this game is going to have you going for hours and hours and hours. If you like your RPGs, there's lots to do. There's been enough to keep me kind of hooked. I will say the combat is a little iffy. It's either way too easy if you're, 1v1 somebody. Even if they're a bit more powerful than you, you can normally just stun lock them in a corner and beat on them until they die. Or if you get surrounded, then you're kind of screwed. Also, the stealth kills aren't that effective. I managed to get that one on that one guy, which is like the third time in the entire game. I managed to get a couple in the tutorial mission. Everything since, even though I've sneaked up behind people, it's not really been that effective. It's not really worked properly. Also, we're on top of the chapel now. So, yeah, there we go. Let's crouch. So if you crouch walking around a public area, you become suspicious. But if you're in a private area and you're walking around, obviously they can see you and then things go badly wrong. Oh, and that looks like a skill point thing. Inventory updated. Okay, cool. Can we get up here? Come on, climb! Why can't you climb up that bit? Looks like you should be able to. No, that must be like the ceiling of the game. Yeah. So, I mean, my other bugbear is being a sneaky, stabby game. You're all right when you're quite high up like this. You've got a good vantage point. You can see everyone. But when you're quite low and you're trying to keep tabs on enemy guard patrols and you knowing where you can kind of evade them and that, if they go out of your view, I mean, there could be people in that alleyway down there. We can't quite tell because we can't move the camera. It only rotates. We can move it with the... If we press Q, we can do this, but then again, we can't rotate. So there may be somebody against this wall. We have no idea. So it's very hard. Oh, we got a discovery. What did we discover? It was over here, somebody? No. I have no idea what I discovered. There's a question mark on my mini-map. Okay. So we need to get in there somehow. Is there a hidden path in? We can't go through any of these grates. Is there anything around the front? Let's crouch. Be very, very quiet. So we do have distraction type stuff. I think I may have a decoy grenade or something. Let me have a look in my inventory. We've got rocks we can throw. Molotov. Mobilization trap. Didn't I make a... I'm pretty sure I made a decoy grenade. Though it doesn't seem to be a usable. Is it a weapon? Is it classed as a weapon? No. I did make a decoy. I'm sure I made a decoy grenade. Or did I just get the recipe for it? No, can't see it. Is one of these a sleeping dart? Explosive dart. Sapping dart. Molotov. Okay, let's go ham. Also, because this is post-apoc, occasionally you'll find objects in the world which are obvious to us, but they normally they're rare artifacts and things like that, and all they tend to be is like a TV remote or a broken smartphone or stuff like this. A mysterious idol. Curious, a phallic object covered in strange glyphs. I believe is worshipped as an icon of fertility. I wonder what that could be. Yeah, moving swiftly on. So, we did have... There we go. Things are going to get spicy. Ready? Can I angle this? Let's... Ooh, yeah, let's cook the critter. There we go. Somebody's mad. Though it didn't distract this person here. You're going to climb up. Come on. That's exactly... I wanted you to go down there so I can sneak in.
This chapel.
Yes,
Where Savash
it worked.
His last transmission from.
Let's investigate.
Look, a nectar vessel. Held within is the raw power of my
Is that guy not seeing me here?
It can be used to unlock the power in yours.
Because we're locked in a conversation thing, it's bugging. This is a beautiful place to end it.
This liquid possesses unique properties and is what imbued the ancients with power. It was used to enhance properties such as strength, dexterity, and intelligence. These vessels are incredibly rare. Drugan collects all that are found. If you take the nectar and inject it into your body, I can unlock the true potential hidden within your species' DNA.
Let's just take the mutagen now.
In the time of the ancients, every man, woman, and child had nectar coursing through their veins. My kind created the vessels. I can help you locate more.
Finally, you're of some use. If it's as powerful as you say, it could come in handy.
What's the combination? What the hell's this? Do we guess? Is this a puzzle? Let's see if we can puzzle. Let's just start off easy. Let's... Oh, 2 is in the wrong place. So let's try 2 there. And it's not 1, 3, or 4. So let's try... We can't type it. Okay. 5, 6, 7. So it's not 1, 3, 4, or 5, or 6. Let's try 2 there. 7 there. 8. 9. Well, 2 has to be in the last position. Because we've had it in everything else. And it's not 8, so there's a multiple number. Well, though it could be 0, I suppose. Let's do 9 there. 0? Yeah. 7. We're gonna hit it lucky. Well. There we go. Get lucky. Ooh, we get to steal something. Nectar. Amber of the Gods. And cash. Ding. Let's go into sneaky mode. Presumably we can just go out the window here. Looks like it. Time for a sharp exit. Oh, that took a lot of energy off. Okay. Just walk it off. It'll be fine. So, hopefully you've enjoyed this kind of little first impressions of 7, The Days Long Gone. As I said, it's an interesting one. I think it's $30. Available on Steam. It is currently only PC. But the fact that the gamepad controls are so fleshed out makes me think they may bring this to consoles as well. Actually, let's see if we can do... I did show you some crafting stuff. I wonder... What were we looking for? We were looking for polymer stuff, weren't we? Any of these polymers? Chalk pieces. Oh, no. We were after wires and plates, weren't we? Let's have a quick look for that whilst we wrap up. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this. Obviously, you can let me know what you think in the comments below, or by giving us that old thumbs up. So it was something, wasn't it? It was, yeah, plates and wires, yeah. Presumably, if we can find something along those lines, we can upgrade our knives. No, we don't want to steal stuff. Let's not make the shopkeepers mad. It may turn into Spelunky, and they might start chasing after me with a shotgun, for all I know. No, radio parts, there's electronics, duct tape. Duct tape's always useful. I'm going to take the duct tape anyway. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this, and potentially if you want to see more, obviously, as I say, let me know in the comments below, or you can always reach us on any of the socials over at the Kilobits. I did stream like 3 hours of this on Friday, so I may be playing more, and may be playing more over on Twitch, so keep an eye out over there. And yeah, like I said, I'm kind of hooked. I'm not saying it's the best game ever. It does lean heavily on a lot of kind of your typical RPG tropes. But the world they've created is engaging. I do like that, as cheesy as it is, and as how you know, slightly off-putting the accents are. There is something endearing about it. I really do like the world they've created, and I've got a feeling they could probably flesh this out into a whole series itself. I wouldn't be surprised if they do, because I mean we're on one very small island, which is quite vast. So we got a very small peek at the major city right at the start of the game, but this kind of weird scrappy town is really nicely put together. I mean, as I said, you can tell there's an element of a budget here. The animations aren't bad, but sometimes there's kind of pathing issues with some of the AI characters. Sometimes I think the combat falls down because of, you know, you're in the wrong position and you're not colliding with objects properly. But it is reasonably well put together. I like the art style. I like the world it's created. I like the writing and all that kind of thing. It just seems to be the combat that's kind of letting it down a little. And for it being a stealth game, there isn't a lot of focus on... Ouch. A lot of focus on, you know, sneaking up on people, disguising yourself, all this kind of stuff. It seems to be a lot more focus on the RPG elements of, you know, finding lots of stuff to loot and craft and all that kind of thing. Now, I think we're getting close to the restricted building. I'm still looking for those plates and that, if we can find any. No, I think we're going to have to call it there. But yeah, like I said, if you enjoyed it, give us a like, let us know, and I will see you guys next time. Come on, Teriel. What's in the box? What's in the box? Ooh, moonshine. Yoink. Oh, 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 oh. What the hell's that? Oh, snake! Snake! Run away! Run away! Run away!